Percy, the small green engine, doesn't pull trains often, although when he does, he enjoys it quite a lot. One day, Henry, Gordon and James were reminiscing about special passengers they had on their trains and important cargo they carried.
The Queen of England was once on my very own express,
boasted Gordon. James rolled his eyes.
You can't be serious. That's preposterous.
And how so?
I think I would remember there being a massive celebration.
I never said that happened.
So you're telling me that the bloody Queen showed up to Sodor and there's no party to throw for her?
Then Henry chimed in.
Well, I don't see you telling us any important passengers you've pulled, James.
And I've pulled some important people. And unlike Gordon, this story is true.
James replied.
Once I was taking a passenger train and a photographer was snapping photographs. He said they were going to be printed in a book. And guess who he happened to take a photo of?
He said with a smug look.
I suppose I should share my story of important cargo. I once had to pull fireworks for a big celebration. The children were there and they were so happy to see me,
Henry said. Percy puffed up.
Well, I've pulled a few important trains before,
he began. The other engines rolled their eyes.
Sure you did,
muttered James. Percy's face turned red with embarrassment.
It's true, I had to deliver 30 trucks. That's the longest train ever pulled,
Percy exclaimed. The other engines were still sceptical.
Even I couldn't pull that many trucks.
Yes, quite an unrealistic and immature thing to say, dear Percy,
Gordon said, sounding disappointed.
It's true, and I'll prove it to you tomorrow at this station.
As soon as Percy said that, he was filled with instant regret. He tried to play it off as a joke, but was unable when Henry spoke up.
If you're as strong as you say you are, then why don't you go pull the trucks at Knapford? All 30 of them, at 5 in the morning before my train starts,
Henry said, looking smug. Percy's lower lip quivered.
Of course, I will do so to prove my mighty strength,
he said, trying to sound as confident as possible. Percy then puffed up to Thomas, who was in the siding.
Thomas, I need your help.
What is it, Percy?
asked Thomas. Percy then explained everything to Thomas.
How am I going to pull 30 trucks tomorrow? I can barely pull half of that,
Percy exclaimed.
Well, Percy, I have an idea that will shock you. It is very intelligent yet so simple.
What is it?
Just tell the truth. You're gonna make a fool of yourself trying to pull that many trucks anyway.
Are you mad? I can't do that.
Percy cried.
The big engines will ridicule me. There's got to be another way. I know. You could disguise yourself as a truck, and then we can both pull the load.
Now, Percy, as much as I love to help, I don't think your plan would work. I mean, there's no truck on the island with 6 bright blue wheels. The big engines will surely figure it out.
Well, I'll just think of something else.
Percy stayed up all night trying to figure out a plan. The next morning, at 4:56 o'clock, Percy woke up.
Oh no! I have to gather up enough trucks and get to Knapford. There's no way I can do that in time.
Percy puffed all over the island, coupling up to trucks. He was already tired, and he didn't even have 10 trucks. Percy puffed with all his might, but to no avail. Henry, Gordon and James were watching from afar.
Even I'm stronger than that,
Whistled James.
Well, if it isn't Percy the Mighty, so strange to see him stopped,
Chortled Henry. The fat controller walked up to him.
Percy, you foolish engine. Why were you pulling so many freight cars? You know you could have caused an accident, and you will stay in your shed for a week.
The fat controller said crossly. Percy felt very foolish and decided not to make such a ridiculous claim again.